かけるか。
何してんの？
すみません。
The dependable and charming executive officer of the secret society, Holox. Welcome to the beginner's guide to Takane Lui. Reliable, cool, clumsy, hips. Do you like big sister types? Well, I sure do. This one's a badass shot caller hiding a lovable dork who loves puns. Takane Lui is a bundle deal VTuber that is sure to charm you with a multitude of appeals, all for the low price of your love and adoration. I love it when she looks at us with those heart-piercing eyes. Ugh. You may know Lapras to be the official leader of Holox, but Lui is the de facto leader that enables a secret society to run smoothly. Loath as I am to admit it, a villainous organization can't be run on pure, concentrated, raw, dogged Chunibyo spirit alone. Boisterousness can be an expensive lifestyle. And so, lacking the necessary funds for world domination, the not-so-secret society comes from the shadows into the spotlight of Hololive, intent on winning over both hearts and wallets of the masses. Well, I'd say they're doing an outstanding job. Now, I'm sure you can all relate with the fact that taking over the world is no easy task. Even more so if you can't understand what the hell people are saying. Avoiding miscommunication is of the utmost importance in this line of work. You don't want people to think you're ordering a nuclear launch when you were just asking for chalky milk. And surely, speaking someone else's language is also a top-tier plan to winning over their hearts.
Have confidence.
True to that, Holox members are, for the most part, pretty skilled in the tea-drinking ways of the English language.
My name is Lapras Darkness. I like
You like ass. Okay.
Yes, I like us.
Of course, our reliable executive officer Lui being no doubt the most skilled.
Actually, Hulk is stronger than chicken, so no afraid, okay?
An ability which allows his hawk to pointer hunters gaze overseas, for the glory of Holox has no borders domination. She is no stranger to collabing with EN and ID members in English, and she's comfortable enough to the point of even hosting her own show, converting them to the Nihongo Josu ways.
太ももは好きで、私の太ももは好きですか？
好きです。
好きです。
太ももを挟む。
そう、yes、挟む。太もも挟む。
Ah, how I understand you, little shark. Truly! ルイネの太ももに挟まれたい。A factor that no doubt contributes to a reliable big sister reputation is definitely her maturity. And by now you know I mean it in many more ways than one. Just look at those S-tier hips! And coupled with Lui's dance skills, it's a truly mesmerizing sight to behold. Just look how it sways. I feel enlightened, Kakage-sensei. Arigato!
KENJAタイム。
Variety is the spice of life. That rings true for many VTubers, Luine included. Yes, you might see the occasional FPS or turn-based RPG. Ah, and Minecraft is quite a common sight too. And what else? Horror. What? Our cool and reliable Luine can't handle horror? That's quite right! And it is precisely because it's so entertaining to watch her play horror games that she frequently tortures herself on stream. Say this to worldwide rejoice! Quite the reaction coming from Doki Doki Literature Club, isn't it? This was merely the prelude to greater torment. She began to realize as a dreadful shadow loomed over her head that in the next day she had scheduled to play Outlast. This is gonna be good! Yet Lui was determined to overcome her fears. As such, she added the rule that she must not scream, forcing her to end stream if she did. Yes, that's right. She was planning on beating Outlast without screaming once. I'm sure everything is gonna be fine.
じゃあ、新しいゲームからね、やっていきたいと思います。ちょっと待って、水こぼした、ちょっと待って。
Ah, the game hasn't even started yet and she's already screaming. What a masterful speedrunner! She immediately starts another stream, which ends in 11 minutes.
聞こえないように話せば大丈夫。
We haven't even gotten to the real scary moments yet. These were just appetizers. Well, you know what they say, third time's a charm! Which at this point, you can guess how it ended. That was a wonderful scream! It felt so real, it's as if she was actually there inside the game! I just want to give her a hug after that. Suffice to say, Outlast truly tested her bravery and determination. She was so scared after that scare that she didn't touch the game for more than 3 months. It would take a 391-day-long journey of horror and growth until she finally managed to beat it. A journey I would definitely recommend anyone feeling sadistic to watch. Seriously, this video is a thing of beauty. Honestly, her determination in the face of her fears is pretty commendable. That, my dearies, is true bravery. For one who knows no fear cannot be truly called brave. True bravery is being afraid and still having the strength to move forward. As such, I actually consider Takane Lui to be quite brave. Those screams will never stop being delicious, however. As a gamer, you'll find that Lui can be quite determined when she makes up her mind about something. Fitting with her grand world domination ambitions, Holox members are quite competitive and driven, and this executive officer is no exception. In the recent Puyo Puyo Tetris tournament, she proved to be quite a ferocious Tetris player. Though she may have lost in the first round, she honestly performed beautifully. And when it comes to showing the results of her arduous training, look no further than my next example. Is this the part where we talk about Mario Kart? Why, yes indeed! A fairly experienced competitor in the totally worldwide famous Holo New Year Cup, Lui first joined the tournament in 2022 as part of Group D, the second hardest group after the infamous 2022 Group B. She put out quite a competent display as a newcomer, but was sadly unable to take the heat just yet. One placement away from qualifying to the finals, what a tragedy! But like many other fierce warriors in the history of the Holo New Year Cup, this defeat would merely fuel her determination. Fast forward to the weeks before the 2023 Cup. Lui's predator eyes were set on the Tsuyo Cup, and she was more determined than ever. With her target locked on, she practiced quite ferociously. Even when not streaming, she practiced every day. Yes, that is the spark that I like to see. And it is no exaggerating to say that Lui was truly blazing with determination. She did a Mario Kart stream where she would not end until she got first place against her viewers. It was truly brutal. No mercy would be given to her. But after 6 hours of non-stop grinding, she finally did it. Thus, she came into the 2023 tournament better and stronger than before, even promising her senpai Nakiri Ayame that they would meet at the Tsuyo Cup. And after a truly valiant effort, Lui had made it. Lui's practice had paid off, carving herself a hard-fought spot to the Tsuyo Cup, where she would face off against Hololive's racing monsters. As the dust settled in the ferocious battlefield, she earned herself a 7th place, a respectable result showcasing how much she had improved since last year. I can feel it. The potential brimming inside Lui, the potential to one day be able to carve up her own legend. And as she sets her aims even higher, I very much look with great interest at her future performances in the Cup. This hawk may yet soar higher, all the way to the stars!
KENJA time.
Music is powerful, and with it, one can conquer hearts and minds alike. A perfect tool to help pull Holox's world domination funds back from red. Well, it just so happens that Lui is quite a competent singer, and she's quickly become one of my favorites in Hololive. She has this mature and classy vibe, which I feel very much reflects in her songs and music taste. Here's a few of my favorites. Starting with my absolute favorite, Over It, Lui's very first original song. It's jazzy and has a fun villainous vibe, which coupled with its beautiful empathy and lore, makes it in my opinion the gold standard of what an original song should strive to be. It's a perfect fit for Lui. Scabanese is an amazing cover song which Lui pretty much nailed. Her growls and raspy vocal fries make my heart go doki doki as I internally scream like a fangirl in heat. My allegorical ovaries have exploded listening to this. A certified banger to be sure! Irabuka is yet another cover that just feels right at home with Lui. It's like she was made for jazzy songs and I am all for it. Kimi Sora Kiseki is a cover, which differently from all the songs I've recommended so far, isn't jazzy. It's calm, soothing, and really beautiful. And it really showcases how amazing of a singer Lui is. A sniper shot right in the feels! Seriously, I absolutely adore Lui's music taste, and her wonderful performances during live concerts are somehow even more outstanding.
KENJA time.
We've come to a point in the VTuber industry where most talents debuting will themselves be VTuber fans. For Lui, her Vtuber Oshi is Hosho Marin. You see, apart from their maturity, there is another thing these two lovely VTubers have in common. They've both revealed to have worked on black companies in the past. The kind of toxic work environment that no amount of coffee in the world is enough to get you going. Lui would go to work on the first train and return home on the last train, which according to this helpful YouTube comment, the first train is at 5 AM while the last train is at 1 AM. And keep in mind, Lui still had to deal with 2 hours of overtime company work at home. It's just absolutely brutal. Due to Marin having previously worked on a black company, Lui was able to empathize and relate with her. And as such, Marin became a huge source of strength and courage for her, becoming too the reason why Lui joined Hololive. I want you to keep in mind that when Lui tells these stories, it's not uncommon to see many people in the audience expressing how relatable those experiences are to them. It really puts things into perspective. This is a reality to a lot of people around the world, especially in Japan. And much like how Marin was a beacon of enjoyment and sanity to Lui, now she too is providing the same to her Luitomos. She's become a source of strength and courage. I believe Lui recognizes these two, and perhaps it is for that very reason why Lui is so determined about making sure her fans are having fun. Without a doubt, Lui loves her fans quite dearly. She wants to give them strength and courage to face whatever hardships they may be going through in their lives. Whatever treats she can give her Luitomos, she will, whether it being having them relish at her struggle through horror games, or giving us nice dance clips of her performances, or even wanting to become a better singer for them. There's so many other things Lui does that truly shows how much she cares for her fans. All of this makes it quite apparent why Lui is seen as a reliable big sister, to the point that oftentimes she's not even seen as a kohai to her senpais. Both as a Hololive idol and the executive officer of Holox, she will be working hard to make sure her fans are happy, and in return, you too will feel like cheering for her. No matter where or who you are, stay strong. Lui will do her best to give you strength. Minasa, Takane! Thank you for watching! Consider whipping the subscribe button and leave a KENJA timer in the comments! Otsurui!